Welcome back. You're watching the last leg of this evening's Daily Rundown. We're still talking about movie villains because that was Joe's something to say. Have you settled on a favourite between you?
Well, I think my favourite movie villain of all time is Dennis Hopper.
Ah, yes.
Yeah, we've mentioned
in Blue Velvet.
Petrifying, though.
Who, when I saw that film, I thought of my childhood because he reminded me a lot of the childhood villains that were around in North America. That when I was a kid, the
what do you mean, around the streets or in the movies or?
Well, in the neighborhood, in the neighborhood, and definitely that guy. I mean, is way over the top, of course, but he's one you can understand. It's not like you sympathize with him or you like him, but. He's a three-dimensional character, I think, and then I think Lynch really enjoys.
He does like a good
that.
villain.
I mean, Lynch identifies with Kyle MacLachlan character, but he's fascinated by and drawn to the villain, who's almost is there a doppelganger suggestion there, like performance? That the one could become the other?
Yeah, there's a bit of that. Well, there's always a bit of doppelgangery in Lynch.
I was going to your
new season of Twin Peaks already shot. Being edited as we speak.
You're slipping into your own YouTube channel area now. But thanks very much for that, guys. I know it's a favourite topic of yours, but we'll still have to come up with a good villain, though. I'll be thinking about this. Obviously, if anyone at home knows of a decent. A villain with substance.
Yeah,
is what you want.
Tweet and prove me wrong.
Tweet us.
I'm more than happy to admit that I'm wrong.
Great. Thanks very much for that, guys. Right, but we'll have a look at the and finalies and see what's going on in the rest of the wacky world. We're starting with North Korea, so that's always good for a laugh.
Everyone's favourite dictatorship.
Everyone's favourite dictatorship, yes. Well, North Korea has launched its own version of Netflix. I've read ahead. It's called, you like this, David, it's called Man Bang.
Sounds horrible.
Man, you're thinking, well, we need something that's a bit like Netflix. What about Man Bang? Anyway, however,
Man Bang and chill.
It looks. I don't think you got the credit for that. We're going to wait till the camera goes back on you. It looks like our North Korean friends won't be able to enjoy the likes of Stranger Things or House of Cards. Instead, Man Bang can be used, I can't even say it, can be used to replay documentary films about the leadership, and it can be used to learn Russian and English languages. What do you think about this?
I think that's very helpful.
Well, yes, it's not going to roll off the tongue as easy as Netflix and chill.
No, Man Bang and chill.
It doesn't work maybe in certain parts. Maybe in certain parts it would work. We were laughing. There was another story. David, were you in? And they'd remade. Maybe it was even Suicide Squad. They hadn't remade it, but it's given a completely different name in China, I think, and it's the most hilarious, I 7-word.
Well, it's about to become the biggest market in the world, China.
Well, it's got the most people.
Maybe that ties back into the villains, is because writing it for a different market where we can't make it's got to be simple.
Oh, you're back on.
Sorry. Man Bang. I'll get back.
Man Bang here at the moment.
Sorry.
So that doesn't sound like this a version of Netflix to me. To be fair.
It sounds like a pretty good communist state sort of hero worship documentary. Sounds like something straight out of the 1950s in Russia,
propaganda.
Doesn't it?
Yes, that's very propaganda TV.
With a novelty name.
They should make a mini-series based on this guy, the guy with the funny haircut in Korea.
Oh, there we go. He's looked it up for me. Special Task Force X is what Suicide Squad is called in China. It's a bit more of a mouthful, isn't it? Well, there's obviously something in the translation, isn't there? I mean, that's probably not the issue here. Obviously, the content is completely different. But I think it's misleading as well, though. Why have they called it Man Bang?
Well, I presume it means maybe something in North Korean that I'm being very ignorant of because my Korean is.
But that would just be so much less amusing, that explanation to us. A woman who was discharged from hospital missed the last bus home, so she did what all of us would do in that situation. She stole an ambulance. She was later arrested and told police that she saw the ambulance parked up with its engine running, so she decided to get in and just take it. Now there you go. Have you gone for a joyride in an ambulance, David?
Well, I'd crash it because I don't know how to drive.
You don't drive?
No, I failed my driving test, so if I stole an ambulance, it would crash into something.
Before I was able to drive, I always had dreams that I was a great driver anyway, though I kind of feel like even if I had a Robson.
I can't drive in my dreams. I can drive, but I can't. I cannot drive in my dreams. I just cannot. Either I'll accelerate too quickly. I know I'm going off on a tangent again.
I'm into this actually.
But I can't steer. I can't do basic things in a car in my dreams. It's really
Is it one of those when you have that sense of growing frustration and you're like, I really need to get somewhere. My hand isn't working.
Yeah, there is a bit of that.
It's you get those dreams where you're trying to unpack your bags and you can't unpack your bags. It's a bit like that from Brazil.
Very specific. Yeah. You can't unpack your bag. Why? Because
you obviously.
You physically can't do it.
It's like when we're always late for work or something like that.
It's stressful.
Or it's like when somebody's chasing you down the road and you suddenly go,
your feet won't work.
I can't move.
It's awful though. That's really they're the worst dreams. So just everything.
Fears, basic fears.
Do you know what happens to me actually though? I had laser surgery on my eyes. I was quite short-sighted, and up until recently, I don't think it happens anymore. But I'm trying to remember now. I would dream in short-sightedness, and that's horrible. That's worse than being short-sighted.
You mean with the background being a blur?
Just I couldn't see, just a feeling of I can't see where I'm going, and like it's the exact same feeling though that like your legs, I'm really trying to steer, or I'm really trying to move the gears. What was the story about?
Ambulances. I've never had a joyride in an ambulance. I have had a joyride once in my life. I didn't know.
Tom Zach.
I did not know it was on a Boxing Day, and I did not know that the gentleman who came to collect me in the car with my then girlfriend, who I was trying to impress, the car was turned out.
The car was. Are we saying the car was stolen?
Yeah, we are. Yeah, we are.
Oh my goodness!
But you weren't driving it.
No, I drove it briefly on a beach. So I had, but not in an ambulance.
I know. Handbrake turns.
You did say I was the villain, so it is.
We're learning something here. But I thought you were a clean-cut, upstanding citizen.
It was a very long time ago.
What's happened? But that's impressive. I've never been on a job. Maybe a supermarket trolley. I got a little jaunt on down the road, 5 minutes. Not even out of the supermarket car park though. So not very exciting. And luckily, I haven't been in an ambulance for any other reason either. Have you?
No, yeah, I have.
Have you been taken away?
No.
Kicking and screaming.
I gave myself whiplash by playing football, taking a throw to myself. Right. I was playing football in the back garden by myself on the first day of a family holiday, and I had to be wheeled away in an ambulance.
James, it's better to go on a joyride, really, isn't it, in an ambulance?
No.
A man has been arrested for appearing to drunkenly have sex with a parked van. Shocked witnesses saw him pull down his shorts and place his genitals in the vehicle's front grille. A police report said he carried out the very graphic display for some time before passing out in a nearby yard. We haven't all been there after a few too many. I don't even. That's not that.
I just thought the exhaust pipe would make more sense than the grill.
I mean, you're just talking about basic kind of mechanics and stuff now. But what do they call that? Those tests that they get kids to triangle into triangle, etc. That sounds like that would make more sense.
It is a thing though. Like
what is the thing, Joe?
Like finding cars attractive. I don't find cars attractive.
Oh God.
I would like.
This is turned into an after-hours confessional.
Yeah, cars are not sexy. I want that stated for the record.
Joyriding, autophile.
Yeah, no, but it is a thing. There was a documentary about it a couple of years back, and people do weird things with cars.
I remember there was that strange, because we'll go back to movies now, because you both get your own way.
Oh,
anyway.
Crash.
Yeah, well that was an odd topic, wasn't it? It was
Ballard, Cronenberg, yeah.
Yeah, Cronenberg one in the 90s.
Shot in Toronto.
Oh.
Was it?
My hometown, yeah.
So I suppose the concept that a certain situation might make somebody more excited or excited by whatever makes sense somehow, but to actually enact that on inanimate, and I mean, it doesn't sound the safest, to be fair, does it either?
No.
Maybe we shouldn't.
Once the engine's ticking over, I mean, the front grille gets quite toasty.
Let's not ponder it too much. That's a strange one. Let's do this. Bang through this last one. Man, bang through it. Birthdays are made for surprises, especially when it's your 105th birthday. On her 105th birthday, a woman got her wish, as her care worker explained. She wanted her cake to be delivered by a fireman with tattoos. Standard. Who doesn't? And that's exactly what happened. The strapping lad even climbed in through the window to deliver this very special birthday treat. I know it's on my birthday list this year. That's a great gift, isn't it? Would you agree? fireman delivering your cake for your birthday?
No.
But I love to hear that kind of spirit though in a 105-year-old woman. You know, I'd really like this year. What would you like, Ethel? A fireman to break in my window and bring me a big birthday cake, food, and a strapping lad. Happy birthday.
Yeah, I can't say more than that really.
We'll leave it at that on the movie because we're going to finish now anyway, so you've no choice. My fabulous guests, Joe Toms Ashcroft and Mr. David Semple. Thank you to them both. We'll see you again tomorrow night for another Daily Rundown. Good night.